everyone, and welcome back to another Thomas Wooden Railway review. This review is on Hugo. So Hugo made his first appearance in the television series in Season 20 in two stories, one of which being Engine of the Future, and the other one being Hugo and the Airship. And apparently he's slated to reappear in Season 21. He also makes a cameo in Journey Beyond Sodor in that big group shot where Thomas is like, I miss all of my friends, Percy and Toby and Gordon. You know, when he's singing about how he's a slave to Hurricane and Frankie. Hugo's wooden railway model that you're seeing in front of you, though, was also introduced in 2017. It's kind of sad that Hugo was introduced in 2017 because Hugo here is one of the last Thomas Wooden Railway models to ever be put out. Because Mattel, the greedy corporate bastards that they are, have made the conscientious choice to change the Thomas & Friends Wooden Railway brand into Thomas & Friends Wood. And they're giving us products like these. Some images should be flashing on your screen right now. One of them being the new Hugo. And you can see how much different the new Hugo looks against this one. So yeah, owning Hugo's model is a little bittersweet. To tell you the truth, I didn't even really want Hugo. I don't really care for Hugo's character. Main reason I got it was because it's the last Thomas Wooden Railway model to ever be released. I mean, I gotta get that for a keepsake, basically. But you know what? Actually, looking at his model, I don't hate it all that much. Let's go ahead and take a look at it here since we finished the history. Here's his side. It's very simplistic. It's a lot of plastic, however, which I'm not too big of a fan on. But this hull right here, where, you know, his passengers would sit, that's all wood. This bottom piece right here is plastic, but you know what? All of this needed to be plastic because there's no way you can make this out of wood and make it look as good as it does. There's a propeller on the back. He is a rail Zeppelin after all, so it would be weird if they didn't include the propeller. Same side, or same detailing on this side. There's his nameplate there. Oh no, it had a nameplate on the other side. There's his face. Pretty good. You know, could have been better, but you know, it's an average face. There's his bottom, Hugo. He will be dated, no doubt, 2012, because Mattel never updates their stinking wheel dates. Yeah, 2012, you can't really see that, but that's Hugo's model. It's very simplistic. However, his bogies are wood, which I really do like, except the top part is plastic, but the most part, it's wood. And most of Hugo's model is wood. I'd say it's about like a 60-40 contrast, plastic and wood. One thing I've seen people gripe about is the fact that Hugo has the incorrect number of wheels. In the show, Hugo has 4 wheels, but in the Wooden Railway model, he has 8. And people are like, duh, well, the Thomas & Friends Wood model is so much better because it has the accurate amount of wheels. It's accuracy, isn't it? Here's what I say to them. How exactly would you have Hugo be as long as he is in Wooden Railway form and actually represent his character right with only having 4 wheels? He would not be able to turn properly. And plus, the new Hugo is about the size of Samson, which that's not right. That's not how it should be. So my final statement to anybody who supports Thomas & Friends Wood, and also anybody who supports the new Hugo, shut up, you're wrong. It's terrible. Anyway, moving on from that, here's Hugo's box. Hugo's box is kind of sad. I mean, there's literally just a little blue band up here saying, as seen on DVD, Extraordinary Engines. There's no, like, advert going all across it like previous models have, but whatever. Simple, standard Thomas Wooden Railway box. Propeller really spins. Yeah, it spins, but you have to flick it by yourself, which a lot of us Wooden Railway folk thought that if you moved Hugo like this, the propeller would spin by itself. There'd be a mechanism in there that would make the propeller spin, but I guess not. Which I don't know how they would have achieved that with so small of a Wooden Railway model. I mean, I think the Adventures Hugo has a propeller that spins on its own. I'm pretty sure the Trackmaster one does too. Anyway, ratings and recommends. I'm feeling generous today, so I'm going to give Hugo a 10. I think he really represents his TV series model very well. Obviously, there could be some improvements. He could be just a tad longer, could be about Sam's size probably, and the propeller could spin, you know, when you move him, but for the final Thomas Wooden Railway model that's ever been put out, I'd say they did a pretty alright job. It's not something that I would have chosen to end the brand on, but, you know, it works. And for recommends, would I say you should pick up Hugo? For collector's purposes, yeah. because Hugo is going to turn out to be something like an Ertl Murdoch, where, you know, back in 2005 when Ertl lost the license to Thomas and Friends and people were like, oh, hey, Ertls, we're not going to buy them because we're stupid. And now Ertl Murdochs, Ertl Spencers, Ertl Arthurs are like super rare because not a lot of people bought them when they went out of stock. That's my prediction for what's going to happen with Hugo and a few other items that came out at the start of 2017. So yeah, for collector's purposes, totally. You should get yourself a Hugo just in case. So, ignoring the whole collector's aspect, and I'm just saying this on behalf of Hugo's character, no, I don't think you should pick up Hugo at all. But again, for collector's purposes, yes, you should get Hugo. That's exactly why I got my Hugo. It's because for collector's purposes. And actually, I really do like his model, alright? It's his character I have issues with, but his model is amazing, even though it looks like a hot dog. So anyway, that's my Thomas Wooden Railway review of Hugo. Once again, R.I.P. Thomas Wooden Railway. Screw Thomas and Friends Wood, you are terrible. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.